had this plaque from Dollar Tree for a while. I sanded off the glitter. I finally joined in the cool kids club and got me one of these little ladybug vacuums, and I love it. I gave it a good coat of Waverly Chalk paint and ink, and I painted both the front and the back and the top and the bottom. My supervisor was intensely watching me work as I was making decals on my Cricut. Once my plaque was dry, I added my decal using transfer tape. I used this boxwood greenery I got from Amazon, and I glued sprigs to the bottom of my plaque. I made a little bow out of jute twine by wrapping it around my finger a few times and then tying it in the middle, and I hot glued it to the center of my plaque. I took this candlestick I had thrifted and spray painted black, and I hot glued the plaque to the top of the candlestick. And here it is. I think it turned out so cute and has that modern farmhouse vibe with the black and with the white letters. This is a monthly challenge hosted by Heidi Sonboul of Heidi Sonboul DIY. Heidi is great about helping new YouTubers. She also has 3 more channels: Heidi Sonboul Home, Heidi Sonboul Paper Crafting, and Heidi Sonboul Health. I will have all of her channels listed in my description box down below, and I will also have the playlist listed as well. Please check out all the wonderful talent. For my second project, I took apart this garden stake I got from Dollar Tree. I actually like the back better than the front of the stakes of the flower, and that will be what I use, and I don't even have to paint it. This board was a double Valentine sign from Dollar Tree that I had already painted white. I used the other part of the sign in a previous project. I had cut out the H and an ME decals on my Cricut with my supervisor watching closely. And as you probably have guessed, I'm making a home sign using the flower as an O. I hot glue the flower down, and I kept the red center. I love the pop of red. Here is another tool all the cool kids have, a crocodile. I got this for Christmas and it works great. I punch holes for a jute cord hanger, which I tie on the back. I just have to learn to measure correctly from both sides, but it's nothing a little jute twine can't cure. I take a paint marker and distress the edges in a few places on my sign. And here's how it turned out. I know home signs have been done a lot, but there is a reason. They are so cute, and I love this one. For my third project, I'm using these processed cheese boxes. I use them a lot, but they are so sturdy and such a great size. I hot glue them together, stacking them. I give it one good coat of Waverly Chalk paint and plaster. I'm not concerned about solid coverage. I want to make the boxes look like wood. I took some Waverly Chalk paint and ink and I dry brushed over the white. And I came back with my plaster paint and blended in the black. Once this dried, I took some Waverly antiquing wax and brushed it over the box, and then I wiped it back off with a paper towel to make it look like wood. Once this dried, I took a decal I made from my Cricut and added it to the front of my box. And you can always use paint, a stencil, whatever you have if you do not have a Cricut. I punched holes in the top with my crocodile, and you can also use a hole punch for this so that I could add a jute cord for a hanger. And here it is. I think it looks just like butcher block, but it is so light, and I just love how this turned out. For my fourth and final project, I take this box that my vinyl came from my Cricut. It's Frisco. And I removed the tape from each end, and I measured where I wanted to cut and drew my lines around the box before cutting it out. I'm going to pretend that I meant to cut out two different sizes since I really like how it turned out. Anyway, I'm not going to let you know that I don't know my numbers. I sanded the edge of my boxes and I cleaned them up before gluing the bottoms back down. I used Waverly Chalk paint and ink to paint them, and that's why I wanted to remove the tape from the boxes so it wouldn't show when I painted. I only took one coat and I painted the whole thing inside and out. I cut out decals of a cow and a rooster on my Cricut, and I wrapped the tops of my boxes in jute twine once I got my decals on. I took these little blocks from Dollar Tree and hot glued them to the bottom for legs. I glued a whole small styrofoam ball in the tall box and half of a styrofoam ball in the small box. I take some more of this boxwood greenery and Spanish moss and add it to my boxes. At first I was going to leave the little legs natural, but then decided to use the Waverly antiquing wax so that it would match the jute twine. I also ran the paper towel over the cow and the chicken that had the wax on it so it wasn't such a stark white. And here's how they turned out. I think these are my favorite. I really love them. And here is all of my projects again. Which is your favorite? Tell me in the comments below. I want to thank Heidi again for hosting this challenge. Be sure to check out all of her channels as well as the playlist. Please hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't. Ring that bell to be notified when I upload new videos. You have a great day, and until next time, bye y'all.